everybody, I'm alive. And welcome to Sledge Story Circle.
Bruh.
Okay, that name was really dumb. But, what is this? I don't know. There's nothing else to do. So I'm gonna tell stories, stuff that I've done, and I'm gonna try to make it funny somehow. This is the story about how I threw another grown man off a balcony. I'd say about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. Still relatively new. Maybe I've been wrestling for 7-8 months at this point in time. When Mr. Robert Cropper, the owner and operator of Classic Pro Wrestling, had me in a feud with the one Leo Kirby, who is now known as God's Gift. In this feud, at one point, there was a triple threat match between me and Leo and Mr. Ray Vex, who's Travis Ray or Crazy Ray at the time. Well, he's had like 4 different names. It was a triple threat ladder match, which in itself, let's talk about that. When the match started, the greatest, most indie, shindy wrestling thing happened ever. The title was actually suspended above the ring via rope, like it's supposed to be, but the rope was secured by duct tape, and the duct tape broke, and the belt then proceeded to slide all the way to the pole it was attached to, on the outside of the ring. Now, the commissioner for CPW at the time was the one Phil Stamford. His face was priceless. He's just, the look of this, it was distressing. They spent like 10-15 minutes trying to fix it, but that didn't really work. After a while, they just said F it and just left it on this pole. And here we are, just super duper green. We had a match put together. That was no longer an option because now it's no longer a ladder match. It's a gimmick on a pole match now. So now we have to make on-the-fly adjustments with very little in-ring actual show experience. So that was cool. Besides that, before the show leading up to it, RC had a wonderful idea. He pulled me and Leo aside and was like, well, actually, let me rephrase that. We were talking about the match a few weeks before, and just as a joke, we said, would it be cool if we threw him off the balcony at this firehouse? What was originally a joke, RC took and just ran with. The following week, we get to training, and he has set up a crash pad underneath a deck to practice me throwing Leo off a balcony. We were just kidding. And I was like, this is a horrible idea. And then Leo's like, I'll do it. And then I'm thinking, what? But since he said yes, and I'm not a party pooper, and I'm not the one being thrown off a balcony, so it's not gonna hurt me, I was like, okay, I'll do it. Come day of the show, after the catastrophe that was the setup of this title above the ring, we eventually get to the spot where we're supposed to throw him off a balcony. Now, breaking kayfabe here. The entire spot was about as safe as it was going to be. I mean, it was a custom-made table. RC is actually really good at that. He's really good at making whatever his ideas are come true. Even as an Ultimate X structure, for God's sakes. The man is actually like a MacGyver of indie wrestling, if you really think about it. The table was custom made. It was also padded. It had a crash pad about this thick on it. Plus, the way it had the spot set up, everybody, from the back, fake security, ring crew, whatever, comes out in a circle all concerned and distressed by the fact that I'm about to chuck this man off a balcony. So they're all crowded around it. So worst comes to worst, if anything, if I overshoot him, he's landing on people. If I undershoot him, he's hitting a table. So he had been all right regardless. But as we make our way up the steps on top of the balcony, I did that thing that you do when you're going high in the air. You think to yourself, man, this is a lot higher than it is down there. And again, I'm not being thrown. So still, back of my mind, not my problem. We get there, we're on the ledge. I have him in my arms, and I ask him, you still good about this? He says, yeah. And I was like, all right. And I just drop him. And he falls through a table. The aftermath of this spot was both funny and highly irritating, in that we got a lot of flack for it, for one, mostly probably because we did it for $20. And for two, some people thought we were doing it just to get over, somehow be popular, I guess go viral, whatever the well, that's just not true. We didn't do it for any attention. We did it because we thought it was cool. And it was as safe as it was gonna be. I mean, what do you want? Anyway, I think that about covers the whole balcony thing and leading up to it. Just to reiterate, we didn't do it for attention, clout, or like any weird reason to get over. We did it because A, it was as safe as the spot was gonna be. B, it sounded cool. And C, why the hell not? We did not like that thought process of why the hell not. But I mean, Tom Cruise hangs on the side of planes, so I don't know.